You two look very sweet. You guys got matching flannels, man. That's really cool. That's cute. That's very Midwest. Are you Midwest?
No.
No? Yeah, but you just like the style. I like that. What's that bedroom talk like? You know, you walk in, you want the brawny man. She's like, I'll wipe the floor with you. Yeah. Something like that. You look very concerned by that joke, miss. We're gonna be dirty the whole night? That's as clean as it gets. It's a brawny man joke. That's a clean joke. Get it clean? All right, you guys, come on. Gotta stay with me. Anyone else excited that Eminem dropped a new album? No? All right. Am I the only one? Man, I love Eminem. See, I'm from Detroit, all right, so like white boy Detroit, I gotta love Eminem. That's just a rule. Man, that new Godzilla track is it's so fast. It's so good, man. My mom, she hates Eminem though because, you know, like the words, his music, what he talks about, she don't like it. But I like him as but I like Judge acts, right? Because Eminem, he's got 3 girls. One his own, but then 2 he adopted, right? To help them out in their lives. So that means there's a time in Eminem's life when he's reading a bedtime story to a little girl. Don't that like soften your heart? You don't like them? Just like, oh, I mean, like that's cute, right? Like reading Goodnight Moon or Dr. Seuss. I'd pay to see that shit because you know he's not gonna let it sit flat. You know what I mean? He's Eminem. He's gonna bust in the door like, psh, yo, Dre, drop it, because Dre's there. He's probably babysitting. You know what I mean? That's buddies. I'll take care of the kids. Don't worry about it. I mean, I was just like, yo, Dre, drop it. I sit back with this book that I took in this bag of cookies. It gives me the strength need to be the best reading daddy in this room. Cause since 2, I love Seuss. He's my muse with the use of his word. They just rhyme all the time. He's the use of his craft. It's like rapping and stuff. He's silly, but he's teaching, not preaching a lesson. No less than the best. But my girls and the best. They listen quietly. About a man who can't stand eggs and ham. I'm the lamb from a punk screwing from the top of his lungs. I am Sam. I repeat, it's Sam I am. Would you like some of my green eggs and ham? Go on and try some, cause Sam I am. Oh my God, I love him so much. Such a cool dude, man. I hate him though, because we grew up Catholic, man. Catholic is very 20 years in the house, I just stand like this. Just all my meals were this. It was very Catholic. Good boy. Man. Feared the belts a lot. Catholics hit each other a lot. I don't know what that's about. Jesus got hit, and my dad's like, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for you. And I'm like, come on, man. I'm not sure. And then, but, you know, I don't really believe anymore in that, like, that really hurt my mom, because, like, if you come from a religious household, moms usually hold that religious power the most. And when you tell your mom you're not religious, it's like telling her, fuck you or something. It's like she can't cope with it. Like, what? And I'm like, no, Mom, it doesn't mean I love you less. It just means I don't believe what you believe, right? And I was on the phone with my mom, and she's like, when was the last time you've been to church, Pete? And I'm like, I haven't been in a while, I don't believe. And she goes, what? Hangs up the phone. And I'm like, oh man, that's not how I wanted to tell Mom I don't believe anymore. And then 5 minutes later, I get a phone call from my brother Mike, and he goes, Pete, Mom just called. She says you don't believe anymore. I was like, yeah, man, I don't think it's good for me, and I just have my own way, and I think I should do what I feel is right. And he goes, Pete, nobody believes, okay? Just shut the fuck up and do it for Mom. Would you do that, please? That's the only reason any of us are doing this. She called me at work, man. I got 40 texts in 5 minutes. I thought Dad died. Shut the fuck up and go to church. So do I shut up and go to church? You bet I do. Yeah. It's for Mom, man. It's just keep, because love is the highest religion, I feel. So you do things out of love. That's why you do anything, man. I dated a girl who was Muslim, and I loved her a lot. But I didn't want to pick up any new religion. You know what I mean? I just don't like. It was hard to explain that to her. And we made it work for a long time, and then she had to move away. And I realized, love is the highest thing. Like, I could do it, if I love her enough. And it was funny because people get edgy about religion, but there's a lot of similarities that they have. There's something greater than you. Everyone believes that. Be nice to others. Everyone believes that. But there's little things, if you read the text really closely, that people don't pay attention to, that we could unite on. Like, we went on a double date. It was me and a Muslim girl, and we had friends who were an interfaith couple, Jewish and Hindu, right? And it's a Muslim, a Catholic, a Jew, and a Hindu. And we all walk into a Buca di Beppo. If you don't know, Buca di Beppo is an Italian restaurant, family-style meals, one pot of pasta feeds everybody. It's so good. And then you got to pick a meat to put in the dish, right? Oh, yeah. So we're trying to decide a meat to share together, but every religion has a food taboo. The Muslims, they can't even eat pork, right? So there's no pigs. Same with the Jews. And the Jews also can't even eat shellfish, so there's no shrimps, no scallops, no clams, no lobster. The Hindu, cow is a sacred animal. No beef, no steak. We're sitting there frustrated that religion is literally dividing 4 friends from sharing a meal together. When we realize, hey, God doesn't give a fuck about chicken. Nice, right? Not one God on earth. I've read the books. Not one God on earth gives a fuck about the chicken. That's fair game vegetarians. That's not me, that's God. All right. All the gods. It's like, what the fuck did you do, chicken? Why does everybody hate you? Everybody hates you. Because we torture that bird. You get a chicken whole, half, baked, fried, rotisserie, skewered, scalloped, kebab, sliced, diced, cubed, boneless, crispy, Texas sauce, honey glazed, by the nugget in a bucket. God said, fuck it. We can all have chicken. You argue with some religious person about the, just go, let's go have some chicken, man. Let's go work some chicken, solve crisis in the Middle East. Some chicken. It's good, man. Yeah, man, we grew up really tight household like that. But like because I grew up kind of like a wimp because because my dad, he was so the anger was so much in him that I became so my older years, man, I just started taking self-defense class. I had to start learning how to fight because I've been jumped 6 times in my life, and the first 1-2 times you get jumped, you're like, man, it's a rough world. But you get jumped 6 times, you're like, what am I doing? What am I putting out there where people just feel comfortable to take my shit? You know what I mean? I gotta change something. You know what I mean? So I did. I started taking self-defense classes. It was really good. It was really informative. It was like me and a bunch of 12 to 34-year-old women, just trying to take back our power. You know what I mean? Come on, girls, it's us. We're trying to be safe out there. You went to class with me? Oh, yeah. Was it at LACC? Was that LACC with Jojo Aguilar? Good guy. It was funny, when you take class, it's funny, you learn what you think you're gonna learn, how to punch, or if how to kick, take out a knee, or if somebody grabs you, how to get out of that. But one of the funniest things was the guy spent literally 10 minutes on telling us how to gouge out a human eye. Yeah, oh no, that's very real. That's very helpful. He's like, if you start going for somebody's eye, they're gonna freak the fuck out. He's like, that's a great move. When the MMA first started, there were only 2 rules. No biting and no eye gouging. So guess what? Bite and eye gouge. They work. Professionals aren't allowed to do that. Fucking bite and eye gouge. And he was so descriptive. He was like, if you're being raped or you're against the wall, something's happening, you just rake the person's face, aim for the hairline, rip down the face so you get blood and DNA under the fingernails, and then take your thumb, jam it on the inside of the eye. The pressure and the weakness of the muscles will pop the eye out. Not the outside, because you can poke it all you want and put stuff in there, but the inside will pop it out, and then it just kind of out it goes. And then he said, now you have a choice. You can either run, or you can grab their eye. You can grab their eye and rip it out of their head and walk it to a police station. That's what I was like, whoa, bro, hold on. I'm not gonna walk into a fucking police station holding a human eye with blood under my fingernails and go, I was just attacked. It's crazy out there. It's really bad. You should find... Oh, that's a human eye. Yeah. This is the guy right here. He's missing one of these, so... you don't know how to find him. Oh. What courage. I'm like, like, yeah, you can teach me how to rip out an eye, but you're not going to teach me the courage to rip out an eye. Like, oh my God. Ugh. You gotta though, self-defense, it's important. Again, I read a lot of old books, and one of the oldest laws comes from, the oldest laws in human history come from a group of people called the Hittite people. It's like really old, like 5,000 years old, really old. And one of the first laws, human history, that we all share, and the first laws we needed as people was, if you get sodomized, if you get sodomized by your neighbor's ox, you get to kill that ox. That was a law we had to write down, which means a guy had to go to court just like, we need a new law. Like, oh, we haven't started yet. Tom's ox fucked me and I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. What up? I took his eye. If you see a one-eyed ox, that fucker's mine, okay? That's mine. All right, guys, my name's Banachowski. Thank you.